Hey guys, this is Eskimo Poodle, and we are back. Let's play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy Advance. Last time, we made our way... Actually, we started the game, and we made some new friends after a snowball fight, even though they're not exactly the cool kids crowd. They're not the bully crowd either, so I'll live with that. And then somehow we ended up in this magical world of Ivalice, which somehow has the same name as our hometown of Ivalice. So, okay, that's cool, I guess. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and... I don't think it matters which town we go to. I think we just go back to Cyril and we go to the pub. So let's go to the pub and get started on our adventure, shall we? Actually, maybe we do have to go to... maybe we do have to go to Sprome. I'm not entirely sure, actually. No? Okay, I don't think it matters then. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and just reload the save here. Alright, not that it really makes a difference, but whatever. By the way, the little icon in the corner there says King Moon. That is the month system they have in the game. I forget how many months they have. I know there's at least 5, and it'll determine a few things like quests you can get and party members that will show up and other stuff like that. But I'm not really too concerned about it. Anyways, our goal right now is to go to the pub here. We could go to the shop or the monster bank, but I'm not going to worry about those. The monster bank I'm probably not going to use at all. The shops, we'll go to those later. But pub, let's go here, and let's see. At the rumors, this just basically tells you a lot of stuff about the game. Various bits of information. So if you guys want to read them, go ahead. I'm not going to read them out loud. You can just pause and read them yourself. But they give a little bit of a lore about the game, and every once in a while they'll show you new stuff. Queen Remedy. I think I've always pronounced it Remedy, but I'm not really sure. So the prince is a little shit, huh? Okay. So Clan Borzai is a criminal gang. Okay, we'll have to worry about them later. Abilities. We'll go over the ability type stuff later. But just go ahead and take a quick look at this. Action abilities, those are stuff you actually use. Reaction abilities, that's for like counter or evading attack, stuff like that. Support abilities. The shield bearer that we saw in the first fight against the Benga, that would be considered a support ability because it lets you equip shields. Combo abilities, those are the combo abilities that let you do combo. We'll worry about those later. Job change. Basically, the way the job changes in this game work is each race, and there's 5 races, human, Moogle, Benga, Numu, and Viera, have set jobs they can be, and in order to get to higher job levels or higher job classes, you need to learn abilities from previous classes. But again, we'll go over all that later. Expert jobs, that's the better jobs pretty much. Conditions, I was already going over those in the battle, just whatever the mission says it is. So yeah, Parshever leaves the engagement from like fleeing or whatever, or if he gets sent to prison, or if you get like fully petrified and you can't, or not fully petrified, like it says here, zombied, and then use like a phoenix down on the corpse or whatever, and therefore you can't be revived at all, then you lose. But that's not going to happen very often. Combos, you can use for combo attacks, blah blah blah. Again, we'll go over most of this stuff later. I'm just showing a little bit of it here. Laws, that's again something we're going to go over later. This is what I was saying about not going to prison right away. A yellow card is usually just like for something that says, "Oh, you can't use items" or whatever. Usually, if you break it, you'll get you'll get a yellow card, and what'll happen is you'll get a small penalty at the end of battle. And a red card, it'll send you to prison, and the character has to wait either like a certain number of battles or days. I forget. I never actually bothered breaking the laws, so whatever. But usually, it's not something you're going to have to worry about too much, and you can find ways to manipulate it later. Yeah, there we go. The stricter the law, the higher its rank. Good stuff there. Treasure hunt. And like I said, we're going to more or less go over that later. But yeah, so the river here, that just shows you various things. Missions, this is where we want to go here. We're going to go ahead and select our first mission, herb picking. So yeah, these are the dangerous missions that Montblanc's clan goes on. For right now, this is the only one that's available, so this is what we have to pick. But usually there's going to be one storyline mission, and then there's going to be several various side missions and stuff you can do. I'm going to be doing pretty much all the side missions as they come up. So the storyline missions will probably get reasonably easy since we'll be reasonably over leveled, possibly. But a lot of the side quest missions have reasonably decent scaling levels, which makes it easy for you to not make it too terribly easy, I guess. Right, herb picking. Looking for people to gather the fever-reducing herb muskmalloy on the Giza Plains. No experience necessary. Alright, cool. Got any mission items? No. Mission items do stuff like give you stats, or slight stat boost, or they'll make it so that you can get more AP at the end of a battle for learning abilities, and some other stuff like that. For the most part, they're not too terribly important, but every once in a while they will be. But for the most part, it's not really anything you're really going to have to worry about. And notice right here how it says fee of 300 gold. Every time you accept a mission, you have to pay a small amount of gil, which is the currency in the game, in order to actually accept the mission. And then when you win the mission, you'll usually get a pretty good chunk of a reward gil. Usually it's going to be more than the fee, usually by a fair amount. Like some of the later ones, it'll be like, oh, 600 for the fee, and you'll get like 5,000 gil for the reward or whatever. So there we go, and it tells you the... Actually, let's just start on here. This is the basic info of the... This is the basic info on the quest on the page 1 here. Page 2, it tells you the rewards you're going to get and the conditions for winning the battle. Page 3, it'll say if you need any mission items, required skills, required jobs. Usually those are for dispatch missions, which here it says it's not a dispatch mission, and that'll be when you send out a character for a certain amount of days or possibly battles in order to get ability points just for that particular character, and that'll happen every once in a while. Marsh and Montblanc cannot go on dispatch missions, unfortunately, but oh well. But yeah, we'll see them as we come up. Let's go ahead and get the herb pick in here, and that automatically gets us to talking to Montblanc. Kupo, you find any good missions, Kupo? Yeah, there was one that seemed easy enough. When can you start, Kupo? Right away. Let's get ready then. I want to make your first mission a success, Kupo. Alright, so if we go ahead and hover over like a town, and I think if we press the R button, it'll show the various stuff there, and you can go ahead and select it, and it'll say what that particular item is. Let's see, like shops. This specializes in Benga stuff. I forget what the races owning the various shops do, but oh well. Anyways, if we go here, that's where our next mission is, right there, herb picking. So there we go. And notice how on this one it has a dash next to where it says days. That means because it's a storyline mission, it'll never expire. Some missions you'll have to get to them and complete them in a certain amount of days before they run away on you. And other missions, well, they're going to last forever because they're storyline or otherwise. Alright, so let's go ahead and... let's actually take a few minutes to go over our party members real fast. Why not? Alright, so, let's see, we got Marsh here. He is a human. And then you automatically start off with another human. And all the classes are set at the beginning of the game. You're always going to have Soldier Marsh, Black Mage Montblanc, another Soldier Human, a Warrior Benga, a White Mage Numu, and a Archer Vieira. So those are all pretty much going to be set no matter what. So let's go over some of these real fast. Alright, so Marsh is a soldier. Soldiers are physical units. They have decent... Actually, I think they have the best HP growth of humans. As for the other stats, like MP, yeah, their MP sucks. Their physical attack, weapon defense, magic resistance are all decent, with weapon attack and weapon defense being much higher. The magical power and the speed, not so much. But you're going to need to learn several soldier abilities in order to actually get to advanced job classes. And if you go to the equipment screen and press the R button, it'll show you what each piece of equipment is capable of teaching here. So Curious isn't teaching anything, Bronze Shield is teaching Shield Bearer, and Short Sword is teaching First Aid. And you'll notice that each item can teach it to different classes, like this will teach First Aid to the Warrior and the Soldier. So you're going to want to keep all these pretty much. And as for your progress on learning the abilities, the best way that I've seen to do it, and I think the only way really, is go to Pick Abilities here, and then go select it, and then when you go to another ability here like Battletech, press R, and it'll show you, hey, these are the abilities that you're working on, or that you've attempted to put ability points into, and so on and so on. So there we go. So we haven't learned any ability points towards these yet, but we will eventually. Combat combo, we've already got that, but I'm not really worried about that. Let's go ahead and set the item command, since we might as well have something there. And then we don't need to put Shield Bearer there, simply for the fact that we can automatically equip shields as a soldier anyways. And press the L button to unequip something like an item, or I think even like equipment and stuff like that. Alright, so then we got Mont Blanc as a black mage. Being a Moogle and being a black mage is probably not the best combination, because there are other black mages. The humans can be black mages, and the new moose can also be black mages, and they're going to have better stats for being black mages as well. So that's mildly unfortunate for poor Mr. Mont Blanc there. Also, Mont Blanc, for whatever reason, starts off with the lowest possible stats that he can for being a Moogle black mage. So it's kind of unfortunate. And also, black mages for Moogles only have one advanced job class. So yeah, I mean, you could still use Mont Blanc for other stuff, and I've done it before, but I'm going to end up using a different Moogle probably, and Mont Blanc will probably just be my black mage and advanced job class Moogle, which will probably not get too much use, but we'll see. I'm probably thinking about doing two kind of teams of, two kind of teams, having like two Moogles, two New Moves, two Vieras, two Bankas, like that. That way they can each focus on one particular thing. Like we could have like a Mont Blanc doing the Black Mage Moogle stuff, and we could have another Moogle doing like a more physical job or something like that. And we could have like a same thing with Marsh. We could have like a soldier, him, and then like a white mage, another human or something like that. But we're not going to get to that just yet. Okay, so Mont Blanc, he's going to be okay, but he's not going to be long term. Luckily, you're only forced to use him in the first like two battles against the Benga, and then this next one coming up. So I'm not really too worried about it. This guy, he starts off as a soldier. I don't think he has very much in the way of, I don't think he has very much in the way of equipment. Oh, he has the same stuff. Okay, he has a chain plate, which doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's see. Does that have? I think it might have decent stats. I forget how to check its actual stats. There is a way to check the actual stats here. I just forget how. No, it just does that. I know there's a way to actually check on. Like, there's a way to check like which other jobs can use it and stuff like that. It's just not showing me how. I forget how to do it, but oh well. It might be just like in a different screen. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see how much defense that has. 137, 109. Let's see if we give that. Oh no, we already have chain blade. Never mind. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put that back. Well, I guess it's the same. I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, there's that guy right there. And then we got our white monks, which are actually really good. They're good for early game. They got reasonably decent stat growth overall. They're reasonably fast for... Actually, they're the fastest class for... what is it? Bangos here. But they get outclassed later by other classes. But they're really good for early game. They have actually decent magic attack growth, which is kind of weird since the Bangos don't usually have too much of the magic classes. They do have one and then kind of a second one, but for the most part they're all physical. And we got our white mage. He's the healer here. A white mage just can be used by new moves, Vieras, and humans. New moves make very good white mages. They get decent speed actually for being mages actually. Decent magic resistance, magic power, MP, and then not so great at everything else. New moves are primarily magic classes compared to Bangos being primarily physical classes, but there are a few physical new move classes. It's just, well, you have other better choices for it, really. Alright, and then finally we got our archer here, which is pretty good at long range stuff, obviously, and they got a lot of status ailment type skills for like blinding enemies and disabling enemies and stuff like that. The soldier also has a couple abilities like that too, but Vieras are very fast for the most part. They're very evasive. They're got a lot of they got a good mix of magic and physical jobs, so they're pretty good. Alright, now let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm trying to think if I should do this right here. Yeah, I might as well. Screw it. We're going to go ahead and kick Carson out of the clan right now. Let's go ahead and take his items. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to just to make my life a little easier later. So, okay, his items are gone, and he's going to be kicked out of the clan. Sorry, buddy. Alright, and the reason why for that is because if you have five or fewer allies in your party and you go do a battle, then later you'll be able to do recruitment missions for other characters. And we'll go over that later, but for now, let's just go to the Giza Plains here. Actually, you know what? Press the L button on the map here, and it'll show you the laws. And so let's see. We're on King's Moon Day 3. It was Day 1 when we went here. So every time you move to a square, it advances the calendar by day. So we'll get here after another day, and then we will have... Okay, we're at Poison right now, Forbidden Poison. And when we get there, it'll be at Forbidden Protect and Recommended Poison. You don't want to get there when it's like Forbidden Swords or something like that. That's really going to screw you over. So a lot of times you can just... let's say you're here, where we are right now, and you got a mission over here. You could actually check the law right there, and it'll say, hey, by the time you get there, if you just select it and press A, knives will be forbidden. But let's say your thief wants to use his knives. What you could do is you could just like walk back and forth between a few other squares, and then try to finagle it that way, so that way the law is more favorable by the time you get over there. But for the most part, it's not going to be too terribly bad to worry about. Let's see, we got Protect right now. By the time we get over there, it'll be Forbidden Protect, which shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over there and get to the herb pick in here. We'll have to deal with these monsters first. Then we can gather those herbs. I told you our clan does rough work, Kubo. Alright, select our units to send into battle, select to press view the law, all that other good stuff. Alright, so the glowing squares, those are the squares where your party members can be placed at the start of a battle here. And usually they're all going to be set together on one side of the map, and then the enemies will be kind of on the other side of the map-ish, really. Our white mage, he's going to be our healer, so he's going to go in the back right there. And then finally our archer will put you right there. There we go. And if you had the other soldier, he could just go up probably right... Where is it? Probably right next to the other guy or something, but I'm not really worried about it. Alright, so let's begin the battle, and let's get to it. Now, a lot of the monsters are going to be reasonably fast, at least that's how it's always seemed to me. And despite being monsters, they still have to follow the laws. So, it works in our favor. Luckily, nobody has any protect skills to worry about, so we're not really concerned about it. Alright, so our white mage, he's just going to go ahead and... Let's see, let's go ahead and... I'll have you go over here, and you'll get close to that goblin over there. For now, we're just going to wait until we can actually get closer to it. Let's see, our archer... These little sprites right here, if you click on them, they have reasonably good evades. Yeah, 60 evade, that's reasonably high. So they're going to be missing a lot of attacks, so you really don't want to attack them from the front. So our archer is not going to have a great chance to get him right now. But, well, we'll live. Other than that, though, I don't think there's anything like really too concerning to worry about. I mean, they don't have any abilities right now. I think the goblins might have something to worry about, but it's nothing really too bad. No? I thought they might have the goblin punch ability, which has a random damage range, but it can do a decent amount of damage. No, okay, I guess they don't have it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're just going to move you close for right now, and let's see what your hit rate is. 40% chance, so probably not going to hit. But let's see, your aim abilities, you have the boost, which raises your attack for the next attack right there. So we might as well use that since we don't have anything else to use for. So let's do that. For the most part, though, I don't really care for that ability because you can just do 2 attacks and it'll work out fine anyways. But for now, we don't have anything else to do, so we're good to go. And yeah, usually whenever you use an ability on yourself, like if you cure yourself, or use an item on yourself, or use a self ability like that, you're going to get 10 experience points. Alright, you... Okay, let's just go ahead and have you pop a quick cure just to get some experience points there. Oh, by the way, for stuff like cure and black magic, you want to watch out because if you're not careful, let's say you're right here and you wanted to heal the archer and you accidentally selected this square right here, it would cure the enemy too, so you want to watch out for that. Otherwise it might not work out so great for you if you end up healing your ally or whatever, or if you're trying to cast like a black magic spell and you cast it on this square right here, it would hit your archer as well. So I'm not really gonna try to do that too much here. Let's just go ahead and pop a heal spell here. And by the way, I think you recover a small amount of MP at the end of every turn, so that's why I'm just kind of wasting it right now. This way I'll still get some experience for this guy. Yeah, 14 experience because I think they're slightly higher level. And you just go ahead and move closer to this guy so we can heal him if we need to. Most of the battles are going to go by reasonably quick. I'm just trying to explain some stuff right now, so might as well. And as for naming your party members, yeah, you can't do anything about that. It's unfortunate, but oh well. You can name Marsh, and that's it. Or March, or whatever you want to call him. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, this guy can be attacked right here from the side, so that'll work out reasonably good. Let's go ahead and club him. 75% chance to do 20 damage or more. And we missed. Yeah, sometimes the hit rates really screw you over, but oh well. Luckily, these guys don't have great range, so we're not really concerned about it. Okay, now this should be a pretty good chance to get both of these guys right here, so let's give it a shot. So you go for a blizzard on these guys right here. Yeah, it has a low chance to hit them, but we'll live. And yeah, there are various elemental resistances and stuff in the game. The elements are miss, 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 and miss. No, fire, ice, thunder, water, earth. I think wind, dark, and holy. I think those are the ones. If there's other ones, I don't remember them. I think there's just those ones though. And also like neutral, obviously. Ah, cool. Now we can go ahead and get to this guy. So let's try that. You don't have any abilities at the moment, do you? Oh, you have Whirlwind. This right here, it hits all the enemies, or everybody actually, on all four sides. So it would hit. It would hit this guy. It would hit the guy right there. It would hit the guy if there was one behind us right there, and it would hit right there. But we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go ahead and clobber this guy for 20 damage, hopefully. And okay, good. You actually hit him good. Alright. So yeah, we have a lot of abilities that will do stuff like that, area of effects and around you and stuff like that. So you want to be careful you're not going to clobber your allies, especially if they have an ability like counter or whatever that would make it so they're going to attack you back. I've done that before, and well, it's not something you're supposed to do. Alright, let's go ahead and just hit the fairy back here. Okay, it'll do 22 damage. Nice. And a reasonably good hit chance. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead and move you out of the way. Notice how we can't move to the right because the goblin is there. Yeah, you can't just walk past enemies. If it was an ally, you could just kind of shuffle past them and you'd be able to get over here. But if there's allies or if the enemies surrounding you, you can't do a whole lot about it. And if you're completely surrounded by enemies, yeah, you can't move at all. So you want to be careful for that. Alright, let's see, you're still trying to heal up here. So who needs to be healed? 59. You're still, everyone's still pretty much healed up. I guess Mont Blanc could be healed. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal Mont Blanc. Yeah, notice how we have 59 mana again. We used 6 mana on our spell, so that means we recovered, what, 5 mana, I think? Yeah, we recovered 5 mana. I don't know the exact number that you're going to cure, but it's a decent amount. Or, not cure, but to recover for MP. But it's a decent amount. Unfortunately, they took the concept a little too far in the next game, but, well, if we ever get around to it, you'll see. Yeah, usually the longest part of the battle is just going to be waiting to get close to the various enemies to actually clobber them with your abilities and whatnot. Ow, that hurt. Hey, we're going to have to heal that guy at some point here. The judge, he just likes moving around for no real good reason, sometimes. Okay, you're going to go after the mage, which is not a great idea. Okay, my guys are actually evading real good right now. Alright, let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and let's see, you got 54, you got 9. I could probably take that guy out. Yeah, let's do that. Good night, sir. There we go. 6 experience gained. Beautiful. Yeah, I guess he's a slightly lower level than Marsh there, but oh well, we'll live. By the way, unlike in Final Fantasy Tactics, you can't go up to a... the enemies will not drop crystals with abilities for you to get later. They're just going to be dead, and I think their corpses do disappear after a little while, but it's not really anything to worry about unless it's like a zombie corpse or something like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get over... We want to attack. somebody. I'm not really sure who. Let's go for Blizzard on that guy. Okay, why not? Yeah, zombies are the only ones that you're going to really have to worry about for various corpse-related stuff, and even then, it's not something really too concerning. Yeah, and let's go ahead and face this way, hopefully. Nobody gets behind me, that'd be great. By the way, height determines if an enemy can hit you if you're on like a ledge or something. Usually it's not something to be too terribly concerned about. Especially not on like a little map like this, but I give you a small example if we get our turn back or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal you like pronto. Alright, you go ahead and clobber this thing right here. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's move you behind. Yeah, notice how being actually behind her gives us a much better accuracy. From the side, even though technically we were behind still, it was only 70, but now it's 85. I don't know why they do that. You have to be like directly behind for the better, or the best accuracy. But oh well. Alright, and let's go ahead and let's see how you got decent HP for the moment. Actually, let me see who's gonna take their turns next. Let's see, Lael. Yeah, that's gonna be a red guy, and we're gonna have to worry about keeping our mage alive here. Okay, we just gotta keep him alive for that one attack though, so it's not really anything too critical. Alright, let's go ahead and get over here. And there we go. This way, I guess our white mage doesn't need the heal, but whatever, we'll live. And now you live to survive another day. Beautiful. Or you could go after our Moogle. Fine. If you insist. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I don't know why you're doing so much damage, but, ow. Alright, let's go ahead and... yeah, I'm not close enough to be able to attack him. Oh well. Alright, you go over there, and you just wait for the time being. Get your turn a little faster. You... yeah, let's take care... actually, you know what? Who is... coming up here? Okay, Mont Blanc's gonna have a chance to move out of the way, so we're good. Yeah, let's get behind here, and go for a nice clobber. Mont Blanc, you go ahead and get over here, and hopefully this is far enough away that we don't have to worry about the other guy coming after us. Okay, this is actually going to hit our white mage here, but at the same time it's not going to do that much damage to him, and we'll be able to try to get these other two guys out of the way, hopefully. I'm hoping that 45% chance actually goes off. It did not, but oh well. Okay, yeah, he's probably going to come try to finish us off here. No, he decided not to. Okay, good. We're getting lucky on our misses here. I'm liking it. Ow. Okay, we're going to have to go heal up. Okay, like I was saying about the elevations earlier. Okay, so I don't remember exactly how they work for the most part, but let's say you had let's say you had a goblin right here, and then you had like Marsh right there. The goblin should be able to actually hit Marsh right there because it's only like a 1 tile difference. But if you had the goblin right here and then Marsh right there, he wouldn't be able to hit right there without moving because it's a 2 tile difference. And I think it's just like a 1 tile that makes it so you get attacked. I don't remember the exact ranges, but the higher up you are, the harder it is for an enemy next to you down below to actually hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Okay, you got 9, so you're about to die. There we go. And you, let's go ahead and heal up over here. I hope the height difference is not going to screw me over here. Okay, it did not. Good. Yeah, it works on spells too for the height differences, where if you're too high up, it's not going to work. But like I said, I think 1 is usually a safe spot for attacking and all that other good stuff. Yeah, let's finish off our turn. You, we're going to go after. The white mage again. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Okay, but he missed. Good. Alright, now let's go ahead and take this jump out. Actually, you know what? How much HP do you have? You have less HP, but I guess because you have a lower HP total, it's not critical yet. Gotcha. And you take care of this guy. And there we go. All the enemies are defeated, and we're good to go. Yep, that's all of them. That actually took a little longer than I was thinking, but oh well. Yeah, sometimes the battles do take a little longer than you'd like, but usually be able to go by reasonably fast. Right now it was just because you didn't have a whole lot of skills and options, but as we get more, they'll just fly by usually. What were we looking for, Kupo? Some kind of medicinal herb? Something? Muskmalloy. That grows all over the place. Kupo? Huh? Really? Yeah, there's some right there and over there, too. I used to pick it all the time when I was little, Kupo. The info fee for this mission was cheap, wasn't it? Well, it was pretty cheap, I guess. That figures. Still, it's probably good to start slow. Let's set us back. Let's pick us some herbs and get back to town, Kupo. And after battle, you don't got to go back to town to get your reward. It just gives it to you automatically, so we're good to go. Herb picking went well. Now for the next one, got 600 gil, 40 ability points. For ability points, you only get ability points if you competed in the battle. If you weren't in the battle, you don't get any points. Just like experience, you don't get experience if you don't actually do anything in battle. If you just stand there and wait, you don't get any experience. Alright, Lutia Pass. We got to put that somewhere. So let me see where I want to put this. Let's see, where is it at? Lutia Pass, we want to put this at right here. And notice how it shook? That means there's going to be a treasure hunt there, and we'll be able to get something out of it. So yeah, there's surrounded by towns, and that means it gives us something. So let's go ahead and head over there. Why not? And we get red boots. Okay, cool. We're not going to get items like that every single time, but for the map that I'm selecting, we should get 21 items from placing stuff like that. Let's see what the red boots do, because I don't remember half of the items actually. Really, this would be fair. See, red boots, they do no abilities, but what do they do anyways? Oh, they give a little more defense and resistance. Okay, so they're okay, but nothing great. Might as well have them. Some of the shoes will actually raise like a move or jump or something like that. This one appears to raise evade by 2 points or whatever. But anyways, we took on the first mission of the game. If we go to the pub, we can pick up another mission or two. And next episode, we're going to go ahead and show off why I kicked a party member out of the battle, or the clan. And we're going to try to get more party members, actually. So guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.